Freddie?
Here we go. So the book, Your Clothing Speaks Long Before You Do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How long before? Let's start with how early are we actually talking? You're like
First sight.
First sight.
First sight.
As soon as I come around the corner.
I just met you, like 10 minutes ago?
Yes.
Right?
Oh, shit. What did you think of Amanda?
When I walked in.
This is excellent already. I love
What'd
this.
you think?
Of you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
This is honesty
sharp.
right here.
Yeah. I was like, he's sharp.
What did
He's
you
wearing
think
a
of?
suit, and
What
then-
did you
and
think of
then I
Farmer
went,
Amanda?
Oh shit!
Did you
I'm not dressed up enough.
did you think that I was like a solicitor selling copy machines, or did you know that I was the person that was coming on the show?
I mean,
You knew.
yeah, I knew that.
So I was communicating from the first glance. Didn't take 3 seconds. Didn't take 7 seconds.
Okay, but that's not fair because you already know this because you wrote the books and you hacked the system. What look at us right now? Are you like, oh, dude, they missed this? This is a podcast. They should be dressed like. Give us your first impression.
No, you know what? I'm going to take a step back.
Okay.
Because what I've done in the 40 years of doing this, even though I've been practicing it for 40 years, but I discovered this like way back. Even when I was a kid, I realized that when I would look at pictures of myself, I would go, ooh, I like the way that looks and what that says about me better than maybe another picture. And so I started understanding that clothes do so much more for you, which is exactly what Napoleon Hill talked about. If you read his entire essay, he talked about his mission where he wanted to work for this publishing house. And he knew the owner of the publishing house because he saw him walk down the street every day. And so what he wanted to do is he wanted to get in front of that guy, which was untouchable. So what he did is he went out and he got a whole bunch of clothes made for him, because back in the 1920s, they didn't have department stores.
Right.
Anyway, so every day he walked down the street next to the publisher, the owner of the publishing house, in his nice clothes. After about a week or so, he started saying hi to the publisher. The publisher looked at him and he went, oh my God, how are you? Having a good day? He would see him every day until one day the guy asked, what exactly do you do? He goes, well, I'm actually a writer. And the publisher goes, really? Why don't you come up to my office and let's talk?
Wow.
That was Napoleon Hill's first job.
No shit.
So what he was wearing communicated to the publisher that was, by the way, so protected that you couldn't even get to him if you tried. So he got in front of that person and ended up being the top writer for that company. So anyway, it's because he looked the position. And I always tell this to you, and I probably said this to you.
Yeah, I don't listen. I don't listen to half the shit you say to me.
Is don't dress for the position you're in. Dress for the position you want. That's just one other phrase, like your clothing speaks long before you do, because it's going to say that this is a position that I should be in.
But like, so I have to interrupt you because you were a young kid, you said, and you figured all this out and you looked at pictures of you and you were like, oh, I like this look. I don't like this look.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounds, we just did Marilyn Monroe, and that basically how she started. Remember, she went home and she was like taking photographs of herself, figuring out like what the camera liked. So I'm going to argue you had a little bit of a gift or some interest. When I was a kid growing up, I didn't give two shits. I looked at pictures. I was like, whatever. Like, so for folks that get it, they get it.
Mm-hmm.
For folks that don't get it, like me, can you train it into me?
That's why I wrote the book.
Okay.
So let me take another step back. So what I did is through this process of doing the business, I learned that there were some components that I did with everyone. So like if you decided you wanted me to dress you, okay, you're like, Rod,
I'd like
you know
to
what?
see that, please. Thank you.
I'm
not
going
sure
to this event. I'm doing this. I'm going on a trip like we did for your vacation.
We're going to Hawaii together. Do you want him to dress you for Hawaii?
See, there you go.
He could pick out a good, maybe a nice.
I mean, I do want to
outfit?
give like Rod a challenge at the end of
Okay,
this.
okay,
but-
okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there
Go
we
ahead.
There we go. So what I found is that in dressing someone, I needed to go inside first, because if you think about it, retail,
That's why you asked me 2 hours worth of questions.
Exactly.
That all of a sudden makes sense.
Exactly. So
I thought you were just being a dick.
I learned what a nut job you are.
Holy crap! Well, that makes sense now.
Exactly, and that's why
Okay.
it was so easy for us. Within a couple hours, I literally put together a whole wardrobe for you, a
Oh my
mini
God.
wardrobe.
You hacked me.
You know,
I'm a little
I hacked
embarrassed. You hacked
exactly.
me.
So
You
what
got
I
me.
found
You know what,
out is-
Rod? You got me all up in a swivet. Done. That was
Boom.
easy enough.
No, that was an action word. Anyway, so what I did is all I do is I just switch places with you. But now, what are the ingredients of you versus me? Okay, you have a certain passion in life. That's an important ingredient to every one of us. It could be travel, it could be cars, it could be fashion, it could be kids, it could be education, it could be a lot of different things.
My passion is
Acting.
reading your 3 books.
Bingo.
Mhm.
I like
You're
that
welcome.
guy
Mhm.
For a minute. And so that's an important ingredient in how I dress people. Okay. The next one, which is really complicated, and this is where it gets into the psychology, Pete.
Yep.
I learned that there are different personality types.
Oh, I love this.
my God.
When you say like personality types, do you have like categories?
Yes,
or
I went to the clinical.
Okay.
And basically a clinical psychology study was done with 4 groups.
Mhm.
One is choleric, which is that real doer,
Yep.
driver personality, actually kind of an ass sometimes. Especially when it's extreme, which he can be.
Mhm,
And
thank
so
you.
that choleric personality. And by the way, the one thing I learned in dealing with those people is there was only one thing that was important to them. Guess what it was?
being right.
Results.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes
All right,
sense.
yeah.
They don't care about you. They don't care about you. All
Yeah.
they care about is it going to be done Tuesday.
Interesting. All right.
So the next personality type is the expressive personality, sanguine, if anybody knows
Okay.
the clinical terms.
Yeah.
Sanguine personality
Should have been our word of the day, by
is-
the way.
doesn't care about results. All they care about is that they want all eyes on them.
Okay.
They're very emotional. They're very splashy. They're the ones that when you walk into the room, they're going to have a yellow shirt on,
Let's
a
go.
red shirt,
Don't
a
look at me.
pink. It's
Don't look
gonna
at
be
me.
like-
That's not
it's going to
me.
be bold, right?
Maybe
they're
it's- maybe
the
it's me.
ones that when, the red carpet, whoever is in the splashiest deal, that's probably someone
Yeah.
that has a real sanguine personality.
Okay.
Okay. Then the next one is a phlegmatic personality.
I'm sorry. Phlegmatic?
Phlegmatic personality.
That's not even a word. You're bullshitting me. What does
No,
that mean?
It is. It's phlegmatic. And what it means is that they're about facts. They're about
Oh, okay.
Analyticals.
they're about that everything matches and it's all detailed out. Then the other one is the melancholy personality. Okay. And that's a person that's all about trust.
Okay.
Okay, that's a person that's all about, relationships.
Dude, everybody does not fall into one of these 4.
No,
Yes,
they do.
So you know what's crazy?
Driver,
Bullshit.
expressive, analytical, amiable.
Okay, I got it. But
100%.
there's
Yes,
nuances to
you're
this
right.
because I just picked I'm 3 of those in little
No,
bits
no, no.
depending
No,
on
no,
it.
no.
No. There's versatility that comes with it. I am on the same wavelength.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
I
I
can
got it. I
tell.
got it.
I
Okay,
see
it in
keep
her
grooving
eyes.
over there.
Just so you know,
You guys are
we
clearly
have
in your
a
little
primary
swivet. Go ahead.
Yes, and,
and
a
a
secondary.
secondary personality.
Got it.
Okay, the primary is how we work every day.
Uh-huh.
Okay, like just walking around. Second, when the house is on fire, that's where our secondary.
When you get through your
personality
crazy
comes in.
zones.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
like you kind of
crazy
you like
zones.
sleep
Wow.
until you
Wow. What? I don't like this.
But
I feel like
when
I'm
you
on
get
the
older,
couch.
though,
You
like
mature
and
all
you
of
like
them.
and then you kind of switch. You
So-
divert more to your secondary than your primary.
Exactly.
I think you guys have
but
officially hijacked this. Is
also-
excellent. Continue. I love this.
Also, when you mature,
Yeah.
is you find yourself, no matter who you're dealing with of the 4 personality types,
Yeah.
you can chameleon yourself between them all to be able to work with certain people that maybe when you were in your youth, you weren't able to work with very much. Like for me, when I started this business, I was 19.
Okay.
And I had probably more choleric doer personalities than any other personality because they were CEO type of people. They were wealthy.
Yeah.
They were just drivers. And I learned to work with those people because I realized what they wanted more important than anything, and that was results.
Yeah.
And so if
That's
I
where the
told
clothing psychologist comes in. Like that's the
Exactly.
whole
So-
point. Yeah. Okay.
again, that's a part of going in there.
Hey, thanks for listening. If you like this content, subscribe, leave a review, and share with us your episode ideas. We'll pretend like they're ours and pass them off as our own. If you like this short and want to watch another, click here. If you want to catch a whole episode, click here.